What up, fight fans? This is Squared Circle Productions. It's my first rant of the new year, 2016. And this one is basically called Really, Manny? Okay. Let me just get into it. Really, Manny? Tim Bradley, Pacquiao 3. Really? Bro. You losing major cool points with me for that one. You gonna sit here and keep everybody in suspense for over 3 months as to who you gonna be fighting. And Tim Bradley is the best you gonna do. Man, you could have said that a long time ago. I mean, really? And I'm gonna say this a lot, really, bro. That was just terrible. You know, you threw the names out there. You know, first it was supposed to be Amir Khan, and that looked like a very good fight. Okay. From what the information that came my way was that it's some cat that's got a lot of money from the Middle East that was going to put up the money, you know, for the fight and to have it in the Middle East. I think in Dubai. Not too sure. But either way, that was going to be the plan, you know. But once the Middle East, once that was off the table, something happened and, you know, that wasn't going to be an option, then they wasn't looking at Amir Khan no more. So, you know, I mean, I guess. But then they was talking about Tim Bradley's name did come up and Terrence Crawford. Okay. And, you know, I want to get, I'm going to revisit a theme that I've been speaking about in like the last 5 or so of my rants, and it was the evolution of boxing. And this is along those lines, but this is more about not an evolving, but a devolving in this sense. I mean, boxing's made a huge strides this last year as far as, you know, capturing the mainstream public's attention. And it's doing very well. And I think as time goes on, it's going to continue to do even better. But one thing I've noticed is that certain things can actually shoot themselves in the foot, you know. This process can be delayed. And one thing is the politics of boxing is holding it back. Okay, and thanks to 2 YouTubers that I subscribe to, they, you know, opened my eyes as far as the politics, because I don't, you know, understand a lot of that, you know. But if you explain it to me, I can understand, and I'm starting to see what they're talking about, especially this relationship between HBO, the WBO, and Top Rank. Okay, basically, Top Rank runs the WBO. And HBO is very partial to Top Rank and the WBO. So, when you look at it, I mean, they even threw Adrian Broner's name out there as a possible challenger. Okay? And, I mean, I think that Amir Khan would be very interesting. I believe the Broner would have been interesting. And I believe that the Terrence Crawford would have been interesting, you know. But when I looked at it, I figured Amir Khan, once I heard about the Dubai thing, I knew that was pretty much off the table. Adrian Broner was a reach, but I looked at it. Well, Terrence Crawford is a top-ranked fighter, and Timothy Bradley is a top-ranked fighter, as well as Manny Pacquiao. So I figured that it would be between Bradley and Crawford. I'd much rather see Crawford step up and fight him rather than a Tim Bradley Pacquiao 3. But as it was mentioned, that was good business on Bob Arum's part, because Terrence Crawford has made a name for himself. He's continuing to make a name for himself. He doesn't have the star appeal yet that Timothy Bradley does. So the truth of the matter is that the winner of this Pacquiao-Bradley fight is going to more than likely end up fighting Terrence Crawford, which is a win-win-win situation for Bob Arum and Top Rank, because the title stays in-house and you got a chance to build up this young guy, which more than likely he will probably fight on the undercard of the fight. So it gives you a chance to see him put in some work and build some excitement for this, the winner of the Pacquiao-Bradley 3. Okay. It's also been brought to my attention that Timothy Bradley's at the end of his contract with Top Rank and more than likely will be leaving. So, but I would hate to see him leave without the title. But then again, the fact that Top Rank basically runs the WBO, every fighter, I don't know if it goes back to the inception of the WBO, but I know in the recent years, every fighter that wins a WBO belt is either managed by Top Rank or they fought one of their fighters to get it, And like I said, if they try to do something different, the WBO will just strip you of the belt. They find dumb ways to strip you of the belt to put it back into a Top Rank fighter's hand. So, pretty much it kind of ruins it, man, from a standpoint of competition and stuff. Greed, corruption, But, again, and it denies the fans of seeing potential matchups, because now it's like, well, this person's with this organization. And not necessarily the organization per se. In that circumstance, you have a promoter who pretty much has an organization in his hip pocket, and then a network that will cater to them. But HBO, they'll put on WBO fights, WBA fights, WBC fights, IBF fights. I mean, it doesn't matter to them. But when it comes to this one particular promoter, he has a working relationship with that network. So anything that has anything to do with his fighters, more than likely they're going to fight on that network. And then the fact that he has an organization in his hip pocket, that just keeps the thing going more so. So maybe it ain't even Manny Pacquiao. He been fooling the world into thinking that it's his decision and he's going to negotiate and take control of his career and call these shots for this last fight. But in reality, Bob Arum's been calling all the shots and running everything. It kind of reminds me of that Eazy-E song, Compton G's, and he says, you got to follow your sergeant's directions or get your ass hit with the Smith & Wesson. Basically, Bob Arum's running the show, and man, he got to pretty much fight who he telling he's supposed to fight. No, you're not going to fight these people. You're going to fight Tim. You're going to fight Tim. And then we're going to get you in against Terrence. And that's going to be a swan song, But, I mean, it's what it is, though. But not going to give up hope on great matchups and things. But I got to understand now, when it's a top-ranked fighter, and it's a top-ranked promotion, and it's a WBO fight, man, be prepared for a crazy outcome. Be prepared to, some kind of politics, somebody gonna get screwed in some kind of way. It's not gonna turn out well. So, if you can remove a lot of that stuff, it'll take a black eye off of boxing. No pun intended. But, I mean, I ain't gonna break my neck to go try and see the fight, but, I'll see what's gonna happen, But like I said, more than likely, Terrence Crawford's gonna face the winner, I mean, it makes sense if you look at it that way. But see, that's the thing. It kind of robs the fans of the experience of really not really knowing. You know, now you can kind of see the predictability of it. You may not be able to predict the actual winner of the fight, but you know, well, this is the plan, and it's set up that way. And I don't really like that type of stuff. But man, you know, what can I say? But coming up in April, I think it's the 19th, Pacquiao versus Bradley 3. Peace out. One love.